Smooth frosting with sharp edges is the #1 struggle among cake decorators, and in this video I'll share a foolproof technique to achieve them. You can use any kind of buttercream for this. I'm using my 4-minute buttercream and the recipe is in the video description. Frost your cake as normal, apart from one thing. Just like you normally would, spread the frosting on and then scrape it with a cake comb and then do your touch-ups over any air pockets or indents by spreading more frosting over those areas and scraping again until the sides are nice and smooth. The difference for this technique for sharp edges is that you need to push the frosting up as you're spreading it so that it sticks up above the top edge of the cake, all the way around the cake. You won't have another chance to fix this later, so it's essential to get it right now. So as a double check, it's a good idea to spread another layer of frosting around the top edge and scrape that smooth, because whatever technique you use to flatten the top edge of the cake, you won't get neat results unless your frosting goes up high enough. Now put your cake in the freezer for 30 minutes to chill the frosting. Meanwhile, boil some water and pour it into a cup or a bowl or even a vase, ideally something as tall as the length of the blade of your knife. Dip your knife into the hot water and take your cake out of the freezer, and then dry the knife on a towel or paper towel and use it to cut off that frosting sticking up above the top edge of the cake. It's going to be messy to begin with because there are lots of chunks of frosting to remove. Dip your knife into the hot water every 30 seconds or so, always drying it off before using it on the cake again. You should brush the chunks of frosting that you cut off the cake before they warm up and stick to the frosted cake. If you scrape them into a bowl, you can reuse the frosting when it warms up. After several spins of the cake, the frosting on the top will almost be level, so cutting gets easier. If you notice any dregs of cut-off frosting sticking to the cake, lift those off with your knife now before they set onto the cake. Since you're spinning the cake while pressing your knife down slightly to trim the frosting, your knife will stay at the same height all the way around the cake, so you'll have a perfectly level cake top, with sharp angles from the top down onto the side of the cake. Any indents you see around the top edge of the cake are there because the frosting wasn't spread high enough there. And you can keep trimming, but just keep in mind that there is a crumb coat and cake underneath the frosting, so if you cut off too much frosting, you'll expose those. Your cake board will be covered with frosting smudges now, so wrap a towel or paper towel around your finger and push down firmly on the cake board as you spin the cake, and you'll wipe off all of those smudges. Now you can decorate your cake, and any design will look its best on a cake with smooth frosting and sharp edges. I hope this tutorial has been useful. Check out my online cake school for courses on hundreds of cake designs and techniques, and join my Club Plus for access to them all. Thank you for watching, and happy caking!